up, guys? Welcome to episode 183 of Real Estate Podcast. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav. Here without him.
This week we watched Seven.
It's Se7.
Yeah. How do you say that?
I don't know. It was very interesting.
Se7en. Se7en. Se7en?
I don't know.
It's interesting that they went with, because whenever you search Seven movie, that's what comes
Oh yeah,
up. Even on
that's what it's
IMDb.
titled.
Yeah, it's
And-
crazy that they let them.
And fucking Kevin Spacey is at it again.
Yeah.
Who's a better creepy motherfucker than Kevin Spacey, for real?
I'm-
In real life and in film, you know?
I mean, when you realize that, like, this dude has played Lex Luthor.
Well, this is the problem, right? They cast the perfect person to play Lex Luthor, but did not give him,
Enough shit.
well, they just didn't let him be what Kevin Spacey could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Creep.
Because I'm thinking Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, bald, crazy as fuck, smart as fuck, badass.
Yeah.
Right? What we got was goofy, cartoonish, fucking cracking. He looked like
A lot of screen time.
he reminded me of the time he played Dr. Evil in that fucking Austin
Yeah.
Powers where they were
Trailer?
shooting. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the performance that he pretty much gave us there. So but look, man, I just want to say this as a disclaimer right here at the beginning of the video. Whether Kevin Spacey did some sketchy shit or
Yeah.
not, he's still
A very
put a hell
talented
of a-
person.
yes, he's fucked up, but he's very talented at what he does.
Hollywood, man.
I can separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, you hate, nowadays it's like one of those things where you kind of can't sit around and praise him.
Yeah.
But
But I'm
this
gonna
is
praise
something
him.
he did in 1995.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still think he's a good actor. He's actually got a movie coming up that he's going to be in. I was looking at his IMDb after I watched the movie because I was like, is he done? And he might slowly start to creep back out. He's not going to get like super big roles, but
Yeah.
he gave us quite the catalog.
Yeah, he did.
Even if
Like,
he's
no
done,
doubt.
which he's up there in age now, he did a
Yeah.
lot of movies. So,
Right.
I tell you who's really good in this movie, man. That's Morgan Freeman. How
Him
good is
and
Morgan Freeman?
how smart is Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
His character is a genius, like a genius level intellect working as a detective.
Mhm.
And you can tell that he came up through the police force and he gained all of his knowledge from doing cases.
Almost profiling people.
Yeah.
Going to the library, reading books. Like, that's the first thing he
Yeah.
did whenever they figured out he was doing the deadly sins. He went straight to the library and started checking out all these books. And then, how genius was it? It's like, well, I'm going to check with my guy at the FBI because they, and we all knew they were doing that. They still do that shit.
Yeah.
Everything you look at, he's like, they got a record of it. And it worked. Let him
Yeah,
right
it
to
did.
him.
What
Yeah.
was crazy is just how they managed to depict that he's a bad motherfucker, but never on screen do you really see him. Like, they do a good job of keeping Brad Pitt as the one on edge.
Yeah.
And the most in the entire runtime of the movie, the most tense you see Morgan Freeman get, besides the ending, obviously, is that sequence where when shit's starting to get at them both,
Mhm.
and he can't sleep, so he chucks that fucking metronome,
Yeah.
and then he straight up bullseye that goddamn switchblade,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he just starts fucking, just like, you could tell he's just pissed, you know?
Well, he's frustrated, man.
Yeah.
And I get that because, like, this guy has been planning this out for who knows
Shit.
how long.
At least
know?
a year.
Well, he put it into motion a year ago.
Yeah.
He probably,
You
I'm
saw all
gonna
those
say that-
books.
yeah, I'm going to say that his character is probably what, early 40s?
Yeah, something like that.
So he's probably been working on this shit for the better part of a decade. Exactly what he's going to do, down to a fucking T. That way, once everything goes in, because it all lined up perfect. You had the glutton as victim number one,
Mm-hmm.
then you had the defense attorney, victim number two, with greed. And then it's a snowball effect of like all this shit started happening one right, like this clue leads them to this person who's like been in this bed for over a year,
Yeah.
for a year
Was
exactly.
still alive. He said his brain's
Yeah,
mush.
yeah. I mean, so it just set all these, like, that one murder kind of perfectly set everything into motion according to his plan, even to the point where, like, they show up to his house and then he calls.
Yeah.
He calls the house and he was just like,
Good job.
yeah, he's like, y'all figured out who I am.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to speed it up just a little bit.
Well, Bad
And
Lieutenant decision was whenever he was taking pictures of him
yeah,
and he told him his name.
yeah,
Mills.
that was,
I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's first Bad Lieutenant decision there.
yeah.
Telling them your
But
name so they can find out where you live.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, like the way that the way that the detectives, and we've seen it a million times, like the older, experienced, fixing to retire
Yeah.
detective, and then the young hot shot from some nowhere town or from out of town or whatever is coming in, and he's going to be a badass and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, they both want the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just their approach is completely different because I don't want to say Morgan Freeman's desensitized from it, but he's just used to it
Yeah.
in a weird way. And that's like he's just like, I can't do it anymore. Like,
Well, I feel like they both, like you said, they both reach the idea of being able to save lives.
yeah, yeah,
That's their ultimate conclusion. But it's that battle in these types of shows where it's that passing of the torch where you've got the young person thinks he can actually change shit,
yeah,
and the seasoned veteran knows that you can't change anything, you can only maintain and try to keep damage control.
yeah. At least as much as humanly possible. They're
Yeah.
capable. Because he even explains to him in one part of the movie, he's like, all we are like, we're inventory management for court. Like, all we do is collect the evidence, take the pictures, get the statements, and then file all that in a box for years later down the road when they take it to court. And it's a fucked up way to look at the justice system, but it's also very true though.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey was impressed with him
Negative.
because the server's doing that weird shit. It's coming back. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
It dipped for a minute, but he was impressed with him because, like you said, he's been probably working on this for years, and they figured it out. Now,
yeah.
by they, Morgan Freeman had a little more to do with it than, you know what I mean? Like, he
Right.
was straight up in there looking up the stuff, and that
Yeah.
dinner when they first got together, that's what really brought them together. And I mean, hey, Gwyneth Paltrow's all right in this movie.
Well,
You're
I'll
not gonna
say
hear me
this
say
about
that
Gwyneth.
much. Like,
I don't mind Gwyneth Paltrow as an act. I can separate the art from the artist with her as well. She's a fucking snake oil salesman,
yeah,
you know? But when most of the stuff that she's in that's not a rom-com, I
yeah,
can I
which
can
is a short
absolutely,
list.
yeah, but I can get behind it
You did a
and
good
I can
job.
enjoy her performances. Like even in Iron Man and stuff like that, it's like I can separate her from selling her fucked up pussy jades or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Well, one thing I noticed about the movie as well with Morgan Freeman, dude, is like just it's almost like one of the things that one of the things that frustrated him probably out of all of it, like his character, is remember how in the beginning of the movie when they're first getting the assignment and he looks at Arlie Hammer, I think, or him, whatever his name,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
his name.
the army.
Yeah, he straight up just goes, "This dude's not ready for this kind of shit."
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so, throughout the movie,
This
he
shouldn't be his first
maintains his
case.
composure. Yeah, it's like the whole time, just you could tell that Freeman's character is just, this wasn't his first rodeo. It's just, this one's just a little more elaborate,
Yeah.
Well, when he gets in the car and the taxi's taking, it's raining every goddamn day in this city. Well, this got to be like New York,
God.
right?
I
They
want to
never
say
really
like,
say, but it just felt like either New York, Chicago.
well, they went into the desert
That's
area,
right.
so I'm thinking like
Yeah.
either L.A.
It
or
doesn't rain all the time there, though.
Nevada.
So maybe
Yeah, I
somewhere in
know.
the Northwest a little.
Yeah,
But they
I
did. They
mean,
went out
it's
middle of
Gotham.
nowhere. Yeah,
It's
kinda. Yeah.
you know. I mean, that's what
But when he got in the car, the taxi, and he was driving by, and all those people were gathered around the guy on the street,
Yeah, the
and he just looked
sirens.
at it and just, well, another one
Yeah,
bites the dust.
yeah. I mean, even when he had that conversation with dude with his lieutenant, he was like, you know, there was somebody out walking their dog or whatever, and they
Yeah.
got mugged and they
Stabbed in the
fucking
eyes.
gouged both their eyes
That happened
out,
last night.
like 2 blocks from here, 2 blocks from the police station. So it's like people aren't afraid of the law and the extent of it. It's just it's a fucked up world, and you've got fucked up people living in it. And he's burnt out, and I can't say that I blame him. Like,
Nah.
I, look, I know that like tensions are real high right now between like cops and other people and this, that, and the other, but I could not do their job.
Especially the investigators.
I couldn't do
You saw the
their
cops.
job.
They were like, and the cops were
Yeah,
kind of hot headed. Like, but they couldn't wait to kick a door in. The
yeah.
dude, fucking, dude from
Dr.
Scrubs,
Cox.
yeah. He
Yeah,
said, take it up, take it way up.
yeah,
They were like, get the dicks out here.
yeah. Um, and even like fucking like EMTs, first
Yeah,
responders,
that
like
would be a fucked up job to have.
they're like my brother is a firefighter and he works on air evac, and he's told me that he's seen some of the most fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's told me about it.
Well, like,
Yeah,
if you see somebody getting a wreck, you're standing there looking at it like, I can't believe this is happening. But
yeah,
when you're doing a job like he's doing, you got to run up and help him.
yeah, yeah,
You can't stand there and be like, I can't believe this is happening. His fucking head's falling off his body, or you
yeah,
got to help. Can't
yeah,
panic.
yeah. And he just the stuff that and I just like I couldn't do it. I would just like fall apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know how he does it. He's a better
Takes
man
certain
than
kind
me.
of people, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah, for real. Um, but you really kind of feel for like when you've got someone like that exists in the world that's going through this whole process of like this elaborate display, and you see it from the point of view of not only a rookie cop who's like, this is just a bad guy. I'm not afraid of the bad
yeah,
guy. We're going
we're
to
gonna
find the
fuck him
bad
up.
guy. Yeah. So you have that point of view. Then you have the
Veteran.
veteran who's just like, no, this is different, man. This
Yeah.
is fucked up. Like this is completely different than he like. And him telling him, don't assume he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Don't
Or
assume
he's
that he's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He knew he
he's
wasn't crazy about all the shit he was doing. Like,
yeah,
he's not
very
crazy. He's smart.
yeah, very well educated.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, but nah, man, it, and for this movie to come out in '95, shot
Oh
this
man.
way, like it completely 100% holds up
Oh
today.
dude.
It's
The only thing you could see like where the year's at is the box cars. That's it. But it still
the
looks great.
vehicle.
That's the only thing that really gives away like the time here is just the box cars.
Well, but the thing about the cars is it almost had this like noir
Oh
feeling
yeah.
to it. So even though it's dated, it still felt
Oh, the movie still
appropriate.
holds up though.
Yeah, and it's just
Dude, now cities are worse than that,
I know.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
The scene
I
where
can't.
they go to the guy's house, he comes up the steps, starts shooting at him, and then they have the whole thing where he's like, "I broke your face." I mean,
Yeah.
they come back up there and he's like, "We're fucking kicking the door in." He's like, "No, no, 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 we can't do that."
Yeah.
See, anybody else too would be like, "We're going in," and it's like, "No, dude,
Yeah.
we can't tell them
Yeah.
how we got the information to get in
How
here."
relevant? How relevant is that scene now
Yeah.
more than ever?
Yeah.
And he was trying to tell him, "We can't do it like that. If we kick this door in, he gets off."
He's like, we have to have a reason. Why?
Yeah.
What reason do we have to be
He
here?
was like, "You got any
He
more
got
money?"
away, you know.
Yeah, why are we even here?
Yeah.
So then they paid the crackhead to say that she called them, which was pretty smart,
Yeah.
which I'm sure happens.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like you see that they're both independently of one another, very intelligent individuals. But you also see that when they come together, they're also very intelligent, even more so to an extent. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just their combined power. But just that actually displaying the frustration of and the out of control nature of the rookie cop versus
Hmm.
um the more reserved, like kind of open mindedness
Yeah.
of
Like when they
the
were riding in the
veteran.
car at the end, and Brad Pitt was talking shit the whole time, and he was just over there looking at him like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah.
Like when
And
they
he
were gonna go into the house, and he said, "You do the talking,"
yeah.
because Morgan Freeman wants to listen.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wants to see what's said. He's paying attention to everything.
Yeah, every detail, every inflection.
Well, like the
And
the shavings, the little pieces of plastic they found in the guy's stomach.
yeah.
He goes back over there. He's like, "Wait a minute, they were scraped right here in front of the refrigerator."
Yeah.
Pull the refrigerator out. That's why the Kevin Spacey had a thing for him. He's like, "Y'all solved this shit. Y'all
Yeah.
figured it out. You found me before I was even finished.
Yeah.
So now I gotta include you."
Yeah.
And
And like
like the thing, like he fucked Brad Pitt up for sure.
yeah.
He didn't really do
Oh
anything
yeah.
to Morgan Freeman, but y'all know now he's got to live with that.
Yeah, he does. His
So it
last
fucked
case.
him up too.
Yeah. And how genius is it like for someone like because we've watched, um movies and TV shows like this before where there's, these fucked up individuals doing these elaborate, things, but for him to be so self-aware and of his own sin and n- and being aware enough of the sin that he's missing the most, which is wrath,
Hmm.
and to include himself and the detective into his whole thing is just like it's genius, dude. Like because think about it, most psychopaths or most killers or all this are very like selfish. They're very
Yeah.
like I'm doing this for me. It's like I've got something to say to the
Hmm.
world. And he was that way to an extent, but also like he was also aware enough to be like, no, I'm fucked up too.
Yeah.
And what's fucked up about me is how envious I am. And it's just the writing is just
It was
fucking
really good.
amazing. Yeah.
Really good. I was gonna ask you guys about that too, and I'm skipping ahead a little bit to the end, but all right, he runs over there, and dude, from the time they get in the car,
Yeah.
the foreshadowing
Tense.
almost starts because
Mhm.
Brad Pitt mentions his wife like 20 times. He just keeps bringing his wife up,
Yeah,
about his
yeah,
wife, his wife, his wife, and and then the dude's just back there smiling at him,
yeah,
and then that whole shot, dude, where they're looking through the wire, that
yeah,
was really cool.
yeah,
And he keeps checking the mirror and looking at his face.
yeah,
And then when he hit him with that question where he's like, most people like you're getting pleasure out of it.
yeah,
You're not supposed to get pleasure, are you? And he thought about it for a minute. He's like, oh wait a minute, he's
yeah,
getting a little bit of pleasure here. He's like, enough of that. We're almost there.
yeah,
But do you shoot him, man? Because like he told him right there, he said if you shoot him, he wins.
yeah,
He finishes it,
yeah,
or his ass can go to jail. And he
and
doesn't get
right,
to finish it. His
yeah,
master, all this planning and years, but then you got to live with that for the rest of your life. You were standing there right in front of him, had a gun. You didn't take
Yeah.
him out. The rage is always going to get you.
Yeah.
You're
I
going to
mean,
kill
I
him.
don't. Yeah, I would have to be 100% in that situation.
Yeah.
And that's where that interesting thing comes in. It's like if it would have been Morgan Freeman's wife, his character, I don't think that he would have shot him. I think that he would have fucked him up with that pistol,
Yeah.
but I don't think he would have killed him. And the reason that I say that is because he knows he's dealt with the justice system. He was a rookie hotshot cop at one point who thought he was going to save the world. He's been in it so long, he knows how it works and he knows how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
And it's like it was like he picked the perfect person, just
Yep.
almost a
That's why
loose
he picked
cannon
him.
cop. Yeah, it's like he knew that he was going to do it.
Because the way he chased him, went after him,
Yeah,
he had the gun to his head, and that's when he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna use you.
yeah, you're part of the plan
You're
now.
part of it now."
Yeah. So what I've killed him, man, that's
We'd have to
I
be in the
would have.
situation, but
Yeah, I will if
you'd be so
I would have
goddamn
wanted
mad,
to.
dude.
Yeah,
Your IQ is gonna drop.
yeah.
I mean, and he didn't even see what was in the box.
No, it was just those words, you know?
Yeah, when he cuts
Because
that thing open and looks in it, starts running.
yeah. Well, and
Put your
it's the
gun down.
real
Put your gun down.
it's that realization in that moment. Like Brad Pitt starts walking closer to Morgan
Yeah, and
Freeman,
he's like,
and
"What?"
he's like, "Shut the fuck up," like
Yeah,
he's telling him to shut up, and then he's like,
played
you
husband
know,
today.
yeah. He goes, "You got a nice family, your wife." And he's like, "What the fuck did you just say about my wife?" In that moment, like right there, you're like, "Oh shit!" Like this is
When Morgan
it's
Freeman opened that box, he called into the chopper and said he's got the upper hand.
yeah. Get out of here. Yeah, man. And then like, all right,
What an
Brad
ending.
Pitt's Brad Pitt's going to jail, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean,
He's going to a psychiatric
for
hospital for
sure,
a little
he's. I
while.
mean, you saw the
Yeah,
look on his face when he's pulling away. If he's
yeah,
going anywhere, he's going somewhere like that.
yeah,
But like, I mean, whether he killed the man or not, his life is ruined.
yeah,
Guy wins either way.
yeah. He
What a
got
last case, though.
yeah, for real, man. I mean, really though. And it's just like I don't know, man. It's just so brilliantly done from top to bottom. And the ideas are all great, The explanation of everything is all great. The performances were amazing, you know? And it's just one of those things like every time I watch it, I just can't get enough of it? Like it's
Oh yeah, dude,
uh,
it's a good movie.
yeah.
What's weird is like, um, David Fincher directed it, but this dude named Andrew Kevin Walker wrote it,
Yeah.
and he's only got a handful of movies, y'all. Like he wrote Se7en, 8mm. Y'all remember that one? It was
Yeah.
actually a pretty good movie. He did the screenplay for Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
The Follow. He did the screenplay for The Wolfman. Is this the one? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, werewolfing out the
This
window.
is his best screenplay.
Yeah. Well, it says right here in his little biography trivia thing. So he spent 3 years at working at Tower Records while writing the script for
Oh,
Seven. Yeah,
what a
and
script, dude.
yeah. I
He may
mean,
never pump out, another like decent movie, but that one right there,
yeah.
at least he got 7.
It says here that he did some uncredited additions to the Fight Club script. And the final credits of the film, the name of the three detectives who try to castrate the narrator are detectives Andrew, Kevin, and Walker. Um, As a script doctor, he did uncredited rewrites of The Game, Event Horizon, and Stir of Echoes.
Okay.
Did a rewrite for the yet to be released Silver Surfer movie. He also wrote an adaptation of W. Somerset Maugham of Human Bondage. wrote the screenplay for Batman vs Superman. The film was shelved when director Wolfgang Peterson announced he would instead direct the epic Troy, and director Bryan Singer announced that he would be directing the next Superman movie.
Did his own take on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to read that.
yeah, I know. I mean, and this to me is like the greatest Batman movie we never got.
Yeah. I
You know
kept
what I
that in
mean?
mind while I was watching it.
Yeah,
Since we did the whole thing with the trailer
yeah,
side by side, and it when you're watching it, it does kind of, and it's like a fucking rated R Batman movie. Like,
yeah. Well, and this is like Batman. Batman stories have, to a certain extent, copied what Se7en was able to accomplish. Like they took that idea of someone that's very sadistic but very elaborate and weaved it in. Like you can look at some of the best Batman stories and you have that groundwork there. Um, I've always wanted a true detective Batman film where it's him and Alfred on the fucking earpiece
mhm.
and somebody's doing some really fucked up shit. There's not a lot of action going on. And he's trying to figure out some super elaborate something that's going on. Because to me that would be the best Batman movie. Yeah, you won't get your punches. Yeah, you won't get your fucking chase sequences, or maybe you do. You know what I mean? But like it's the greatest Batman movie that's not a Batman movie.
I think
Because
by
you
that, the way the trailer lines up and the way the new Batman movie looks, I think it's going to be pretty close to like a Se7en kind of movie.
which is what we
I bet
need,
when they
dude.
were writing it, they were like, think Se7en, but with Batman. It's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
good idea. Because the
Because at the end
trailer,
of the
dude, is just like, and it even looks like it.
yeah,
It's shot. Oh,
yeah,
it felt like Gotham, man.
it did, didn't it?
Rainy,
Yeah,
dark,
fucked up.
fucked up.
Yeah, and like some of these things that he had these people do, like the one chick, glued the fucking phone to
Yep.
one hand, glued the sleeping pills to the other hand, and then fucking carved her face up.
He said, you can call 911 for help, but I'm going to carve your face up. Or
Yeah,
you can take the sleeping pills.
yeah,
You decide.
yeah,
Most fucked up one, in my opinion, was when he had that dude fuck that woman with a
The big
dildo,
blade.
the knife. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fucked up.
Oh yeah,
And that
I
dude did a
agree.
that
good
was.
job of like getting
Being
across, like,
traumatized.
yeah, dude, how fucked up
Yeah,
that would be.
yeah.
Never be the same.
No.
Oh, and he was like, I had the barrel down my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah.
Well, I
And
mean,
like,
this movie is on a level because we've already claimed that it's obviously there's a timelessness to it, and y'all were bringing up his filmography. When you have a movie like Se7en under your belt, who gives a shit about how big your catalog is?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean,
he'll go down and he's down and, dude, they'll study that movie in film schools.
oh, Seven was front and center on so many VHS end caps for years.
Yeah.
Like that movie stayed. It's obviously circled back around in relevancy, but I remember it being on the shelves, as a kid, and just like when you go into a video store, you'd see like the new release section, and it just seemed like Se7en stayed on that bitch for a long fucking time.
Yeah. And well deserved.
Yeah.
Like I don't, there's a reason why people aren't, they try to mimic it, but they can't.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they can't because, dude, it's fucking incredible, man.
And it'll hold up.
Yeah. I mean, even like you're so invested in the story
Yeah.
that you just completely tune out who
did,
these
man.
superstars are. You've got Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, like two of the most well-known, celebrated actors, like in history.
Yeah.
And
Of all
straight,
time.
and straight up, and straight up acting their ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this was a movie that even though they were stars then, like they were still. You
Yeah.
could tell they were still hungry
Oh yeah.
in their acting chops. Like they were still trying to. And I'm not saying that they never phoned it in, but maybe they have, and we just aren't aware of it.
Yeah. But
Morgan
and then
Freeman has looked like that my entire life.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's like he just stopped aging then.
Yeah. It's weird,
Yeah.
you know, but
I've seen footage of him like back in the 70s.
yeah.
And you could tell it was him. He definitely looked like more, but it's like Samuel L. Jackson for some reason. That motherfucker just looked the same.
Yeah, I know, right? Um I mean, and really like Driving Miss Daisy is kind of the movie
Yeah,
that put him on the map,
that's his
right?
big movie. Yeah,
So, and that came out in 89. And then you've got Robin Hood Prince of Thieves came out in 91. And then he did like some TV stuff, documentary stuff and all that. Then he did Unforgiven. And then he did Shawshank in 94.
woo,
And then Se7en in 95. And it's like, holy shit, like once he got put on the map, like
oh yeah,
out of the TV world and into the film world,
yep,
he just fucking murdered
killed
it,
it.
dude. And it's gonna be a sad day when he goes,
Yeah,
because every movie I just mentioned, he killed it. And everything that I've seen him in ever, he's killed it. He's just so like he's relatable. He's a common man.
mhm,
You know what I mean? He always plays the common man to a certain extent, and it's like it's relatable and it's understandable between everyone, regardless of age or sex or like he plays it like a normal person would play it, and you got to respect the hell out of a man for that.
And see, this was around the time like he was already kind of blowing up.
Yeah,
He was big. This was not the first like major role that Pitt got, but one of them.
yeah,
'Cause before Se7en, he was doing like some TV, Tales from the Crypt.
yeah.
You know,
California, he did California, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
He was in the first movie I remember him in was the one where those chicks drove off that cliff.
Thelma and
Yeah, you
Louise.
don't want to end up with tag on your toe. Remember
Yeah,
him? Like JD.
yeah,
But this is when like he was first breaking in, and they were like, okay,
yeah,
that was a young Brad Pitt right there.
yeah, yeah. He did Thelma and Louise. Then he did Cool World. A River Runs Through It, California. Legends of the Fall, Se7en. Then he did 12 Monkeys. So he did Se7en and he played a straight serious role.
Yeah,
Then he did 12 Monkeys and it showed like what kind of range this dude really does have. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
remember A River Runs Through It being really big when it came out.
yeah, yeah. So,
A star,
um,
man.
yeah, I'm glad this movie exists because this is just. I showed it to Marina for the first time ever, probably I don't maybe a year ago. And she loves Dexter. She loves all that crime documentary stuff. So this was right up her alley,
Mhm.
and she really enjoyed it. And I saw it the first time when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I was young.
Yeah, and I didn't understand it.
Not like you do now. Like we
No.
had it on
Because
VHS.
yeah,
It was just that movie where it rains a lot.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and it really like it does a good like the villain, Kevin Spacey's character and performance almost has the same feeling that to a certain extent that Thanos kind of had, where it's like he's a villain that you can kind of relate to because the world's so fucked up. I want to do something about it. I want these people that are doing fucked up stuff to pay for the fucked up things that they've done. And I want it to be kind of a message or a calling card since the way that the structure is for punishments and everything is kind of fucked. So in a way, in a really weird fucked up way, you can kind of understand his reasoning. You know what I mean? You may not agree with his methods, but you can understand his reasoning behind it. And it's like that's a good villain to me. Whenever you can see their motives and you can recognize like he's doing the wrong things for the right reason to a certain extent, you know? So I love it, man. I give it a fucking a 7. I don't know. What can you give it?
It's a full star, dude.
Yeah. I'm
Hey.
giving it the full star. Yeah.
Full star.
And it was good to sit down and watch it again. It's been a while.
Yeah. I've got to get it
Never
on
get
Blu-ray.
tired of it, dude. Like, it's
No.
one of those movies that you like know how it plays out and how it ends, but when you're sitting there watching it,
Yeah.
I know he's gonna shoot him, but I'm like, don't do it, man. Like you're
Yeah.
hoping it changes.
Yeah, right.
You know? Like, don't do it, man. Let his
Him,
ass rot in jail. Don't let his plan complete.
Brad Pitt, when you see him going through the, damn it, I'm fucking killing him. God damn it! Like you just see him sway back and
Yeah.
forth
Well,
from that.
when
You
he
see
was
the
like,
pendulum.
yeah.
Like, dude,
Because that's
that
when he
was
told
like
him. He said, if you do it, he wins. And he's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
that was some of his best acting, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I bought the special edition DVD of it at Baggage. And it's got like a book
Oh,
in
that's a
there
good
and
little
it's got
find.
yeah. And then I need to get it on Blu-ray though, man.
Yeah, I'd like to
Like
see
that.
it on Blu-ray. I bet it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like it was shot on film.
Yeah. Well, 95 for
Yeah.
sure. And it doesn't like whenever you think 7, when I think 7, I don't think 95.
No.
You know what I mean? Because to me, if I had to put a date on it based on the time that I watched it, I would say 2003, 2002, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But it came out in 95, the year after Clerks and Pulp Fiction came out.
Right.
And it's like, holy Jesus, you
Looks
know?
amazing.
Yeah.
Some great shots, dude.
So I remember
Ah,
when this movie's trailer was on every fucking VHS. It seemed like there was always a trailer for Se7en in the trailer reel, like when you would rent a movie back in the day.
yeah. Now, remember that project that we talked about several episodes ago? Where we're going to do, what was it? It was black and white movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
How awesome would it be to
Oh,
watch this movie in black and white?
yeah.
I mean, it's gloomy, it's got rain, and the way they lit the shots, even though they were in color, looks like they should have
It was
released
almost
it in
shot in
black and
black and
white.
white. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's lit.
I mean, the only gripe that I will say about this movie is whoever did the audio mixing on the early part of the movie. There's a lot of shit that drowns out what some of these people are saying.
A
You know what I
lot
mean?
of city noise and
A lot of rain,
yeah.
a lot of
Oh, that when
city
it's
noise.
raining, dude. Fuck.
It's like its own character just about, you
Yeah.
know? Um the first like 30 minutes of this movie I'm like, I have to cut the subtitles on just about and I'm like, what the fuck are they saying? You know, what the fuck's happening
I
right
tell you
now?
what's crazy, dude, is it's only 2 hours.
Yeah.
Only
Think
two
about it.
hours.
This was something I wanted to bring up. Think about it. They did in 2 hours what Dexter couldn't do in that one season with Edwards James
8 years.
Olmos and fucking dude, Tom Hanks' son. You know what
They
I mean?
did
With the tableaus and
Yeah.
shit.
they did season 5 of Dexter in 2 hours and did it better.
Yeah, did it 1000% better, you know? That's what good writing gets you, man.
What's in the box?
Good
Yeah,
pacing.
good
No
pacing.
chuffa.
Mm-mm.
I could even see where some stuff had been cut
Yeah,
because whenever they're in the room and he's like, we want you to come over to the house, and then they go to the house. Like there was a cut there.
yeah,
where it was like you could tell some of the conversation was missing, but it didn't matter because it was
No,
just
they got the
chuffa.
information. Yeah.
But I could see where it cut when it
Yeah.
finally cuts to him sitting there eating at the table,
Yeah.
and she's like asking him, "So how come you never got married?" It's like, how do you even know that? We don't know
Yeah.
that. Like, he come
No
home and
wedding
she's
ring.
like, "He's always talking about you," and it's like, "Oh, that's sweet."
Yeah.
Speaking of this movie though, and with Batman, before we get too far away from it, um, that guy that was in Dunkirk
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be in the new Batman movie,
Yeah.
it's rumored that he's not playing who you think he's playing.
Really?
There's someone on the inside that's been sending information to these people, and he's taking pictures on set of like the Gotham fire helmets, and then he said
Right.
someone caught COVID, we're gonna have to stop filming, and then it came out in the press, a few weeks later that somebody got COVID and they had to stop. That dude, they think that dude's playing someone else, maybe either the Joker or because in the credits he's playing like just a throwaway cop.
Right.
And they're like, there's no way this up and coming actor, like he's playing someone else, but they're saving it, man. It's gonna be like a surprise. Like,
Right. I
I
mean,
wanted
you
to
never
mention it,
know,
Frank,
though.
forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know, man. Um. So, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
If I say it too fast, it'll fuck me
yeah.
up. You know what I mean? But whoa,
New shit has come to light.
whoa. We find out something we already knew, that Atticus's dad was gay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, now everybody knows.
It's been
And
confirmed.
here's the thing, man. When Atticus got upset, he wasn't upset because his dad was gay. He was
No.
upset because his dad used to beat him because he was too soft.
Yeah. I know.
And that's what upset him. Like, that was he could probably
Yeah.
care less. He's like,
Well,
he
and
used to
then
beat me.
well, and then the realization that like his mom knew about it. So his mom
Let it
knew and
happen.
allowed it to take place. And it's like, dude,
That's
what
like
the
double
fuck?
hurt.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like, yeah, his character, he doesn't give a shit if he's gay or not. It's just the fact of the shit that he put him through.
Yeah.
And it's like, to an extent, you can kind of pair those things together. Like, also his frustrations with not being who he wants to be,
Yeah.
not being able to be openly homosexual,
Especially at a
living the
time like that. Black
yeah,
and gay.
yeah, being married, having a kid, all this other kind of stuff. And it's like, I bet that frustration fed into how he reprimanded his child to it for sure. So yeah, but I think that there's there's going to be a turning point in the story.
They got to get back together.
Well, he's going to redeem himself
Yeah.
somehow. He's going to do something. He's going to sacrifice himself or something, any number of things to save Atticus, get him out of a situation. Like, they're going to have that moment where he's like, I fucked up, and he's going to redeem himself 110%, It's just like, when's that going to happen? Because who knows at this point? You know what I mean? The way everything's been so fucking crazy and shit.
But as we talked about, this
Yeah.
episode kind of went around the aunt.
Yeah.
She figured something out with the thing, got the key, coordinates, headed out.
Yeah.
She is Hippolyta,
She is Hippolyta, yeah, for sure.
What I thought was kind of cool was how the robot or whatever it was, like, tried to, like, give her an image of, like when it came around the corner, dude, and it had a fucking fro that was like
Yeah,
6 foot
massive.
tall.
Yeah.
It was trying to, like,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's kind of like what Contact.
yeah,
that whole idea of like,
maybe
if I
this won't
come
freak them out
familiar.
yeah,
Yeah.
not a prison.
No. And before we do that, like so the previous episode was all backstory.
Yep.
So we didn't get anything in modern time. It was all what happened before. Well, then it cuts like first thing is like Ruby and then the white chick were in the basement or wherever they were, and the man and the woman bodies are hooked up to this
She's been draining
like
their
they're
blood, like we talked about.
yeah, and
Talked about
she's like
and that's
yeah
what was before. Like she can't just turn you into somebody. She needs their blood. Got to make a potion. So I'm guessing eventually. But here's what I. So that guy was real,
oh yeah
and she said that the cops beat him up, killed him.
yeah
I don't know if
yeah
that's what that she told her to get her deeper in the.
yeah in
Because
the
the dude
hole
was never in love with her. This was
no
all part of the scheme and plan, But
yeah
so I don't know if he died during the explosion or because she had to
no
bring both of them from home
yeah
to the city there.
right. Well, she said that like she they were kind of dating or whatever, and he was teaching her how to do spells and stuff,
Yeah,
right? It's just so she could learn it because her dad wouldn't teach her. And then he got fucked up, and then she figured out a way to like be him, so
yeah,
she could still participate in the shit,
yeah.
which is smart. We talked about that smart
Uh huh.
thinking. Um, but yeah, and then she's, their whole conversation back and forth and everything. It's like everything I told you was real. Like it was actually coming from me. Like, you know how this
Mm-hmm.
shit works.
Magic's
Like
real.
don't act like you don't know, bitch.
Yeah, we don't need to
And
go no
then
more backstory.
yeah. And then we get Letty has a dream about
Yeah, run through the house.
great grandma. Yeah. Run through the
The
house. She's
name.
pregnant. Yeah. Pregnant. Catches on fire. Like Atticus, he caught on fire. Um, and then Atticus, that's why they go see the dad, is to find out where his mom's family
Yeah,
or
if they
anybody that
because she took the
survived.
book,
Yeah, because they were in those
Oklahoma.
riots, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, found a relative or whatever that woman was.
cousin.
Yeah, cousin. And he's like, I'm going to St. Louis. Meanwhile, the aunt is
Yeah,
like, she's figuring shit out,
yeah.
dude. She's like a super
Dude, here's what
genius
I
at this.
hate about this show. Why don't we all come together and share information?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
it's just like here, dude. If they would all get on the same goddamn page,
Yeah,
you know?
they could
Like the aunt's
streamline this
got that
process.
thing, but she's not telling them because they lied about the uncle, and
Yeah,
and it's like, man, if we could all just get together here
yeah,
and get on the same page. He showed up there pretty quick.
yeah. He did. Yeah.
A
So
time machine, dude.
yeah, so they go to this like observatory thing. She does, and she's got the key from the. I don't know what they call that thing. I can't
I
remember what
forget
they
what it's
call it.
called.
Yeah, but she figures out how to open it up or how to activate it. It
Hmm.
opens up. Got coordinates in it. It's got a key. She takes the key out. She shows up, puts the key, in the thing, and like cuts it on. And these cops show up.
Well, then it cuts to her. She's over here with a SWAT board doing math,
Oh my,
like
yeah,
learning
that
how
was
to use
cool.
this thing. And I'm like, bitch, you can't
Yeah,
just show up and learn how to use this. Like, she had to give it a
yeah.
little
Well,
tap too, because it wouldn't come on.
yeah.
But she's over here
Little
doing the
tap.
math and figuring it out. We had that whole scene where it's like Doc trying to learn how to turn off the notifications.
Quick
Yeah.
maths.
And then she
Yeah,
gets it up and running, dude. And then these cops, when those cops come in, they're the cops from that dude in the city, that
yeah,
captain. Because they
yeah,
say his name. They're like, I don't know why he wants us to keep an eye on this place. Like,
yeah,
so they're tired of going up there, which is weird that they would go up there and check on it on this night. But
yeah,
I thought maybe the sister knocked her out when she heard her on the phone.
yeah.
But I don't know
No,
how that cop wouldn't be on their side. But
no,
shit
not at
gets
all.
crazy right here.
Yeah, so she activates it. The cops show up. Atticus shows up. They're fighting. He throws one of them into the damn whatever
Yeah,
that portal thing on the wall
time rip.
was. Yeah, and then like one of them gets shot, and then he's like, Aunt, are you okay? And she gets sucked into it.
Yeah.
And like the next thing you know, she's like floating through fucking space.
Real fast.
Lands on a planet, and these
Covered in
like
diamonds.
these Master Chiefs show up, you know,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Come, you're coming with us," you know,
Yeah.
like, and then they put her in a cell with these weird like Elon Musk wrist fucking
Yeah.
Power Ranger things.
Yeah.
And like she's trying to like, she's trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
She's like she's in there
She's
for so
smart.
long. Yeah. And she starts taking the damn bed thing apart, which is uncomfortable looking as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know how
No
anybody
support.
could sleep. Yeah, right. Only neck support,
Yeah.
dude.
I think the pillow was even hard.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, they're robots.
Yeah, they don't need to
Yeah.
they don't need
And what it
comfort.
almost seemed like was they're like, it's like they're like superhuman race, like in the future.
Yeah.
They've already made it to that level of just we're
Like
everything.
immortality. Yeah.
You can be one of us.
Yeah. And then they like, so the chick, when she opens the door, the chick's like, you can't come out, obviously.
Not a prison.
Yeah, it's not a prison. What's your name? Or find your name
Yeah.
or something like that. And then she starts like time jumping.
Yeah, she's got to find herself.
Yeah. So she goes to like the
France.
30s,
Yeah.
the 20s, 30s, France. And
Doing
then she
blows,
goes,
smoking joints,
yeah,
living
like
her
living it.
life.
Yeah, living it up. And
That
she's there
chick
for
was
God.
thick too. That one.
Oh my God. Anyway. And then she's just like, we're in a different country. She's still getting treated like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like, it doesn't, in France, it didn't matter if you was black or white.
Yeah.
You're a woman, so you're still getting treated like shit, to a certain extent. And she's like, this ain't happening. So then she fucking, I'm Hippolyta,
Yep.
bitch. And then it takes her to like the late 1800s, early 1900s, like, because those dudes were dressed up like the
Civil War
like,
almost, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was like, this is
And
fucking old dude on Mars. What you call it?
John Carter,
Yeah.
yeah, right. And she like learns how to
And
fight
they're all
from,
women.
yeah, all of them, the whole village. And I'm guessing that the men went off to fight
Mm-hmm.
because even the woman's like, it's not like giving birth. You don't go through pain for a couple minutes and you're done. It's like, no, this is
Got to get back up.
real. Yeah, this is real. You got to get back up.
So she
So
trains.
she learns. Yeah, she trains for fucking ever.
Yeah, we don't even know how long this takes, but you can tell it's a while.
Well, it kept popping numbers up.
Yeah. It was
that looked like
coordinates
GPS.
and yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it
trying to
crazy.
figure out how to read the date in that, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, man.
But I was guessing that was just showing you time's passing. Like, but then she trains to be this badass warrior, and she's badass.
Yeah, they fucking wipe all them guys out, and then she's like, she takes her helmet off, and she's like, "Fuck it, dude, I'm Hippolyta."
The explorer.
And then
No,
yeah, she
George's
goes to
wife.
George. Yeah,
Yeah.
and has a like explains everything to George, which is fucking crazy. So she explains everything to George of what's going on, and like you don't know if this is in the past.
Well, he even
or if
asked. He said, "Am I real?"
Yeah, like is this an alternate reality? Like what is happening?
It seems like it was something like a simulation the computer was doing.
Yeah,
what it seemed like. Like it could be anything you wanted it to be. So she could have lived there with him.
Yeah.
And lived her life out.
Yeah.
Because then she leaves there. See, it's got to be some kind of simulation because she leaves there and he goes with her.
Yeah, and they go start exploring the galaxy.
How crazy was this shit, dude? Did you notice how the spaceship they were in looked like the car?
Yeah. Woody?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they go off and they're documenting shit and they're meeting. They're like Star Trek,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know about her like little planet dress she was wearing.
But his shit was cool.
His shit was cool, dude.
He had a fucking cape
on. It was
on.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Those little things that came up. Gave him the little diamonds, the little rocks.
Yeah. They're like, all
We
right.
got these from Gwyneth Paltrow.
They don't fit.
Yeah, they're too
They're too
big.
small. But so
It's
and then
almost like
she's
she was growing. And
yeah, well
everything she went to, she was growing. Like, well, she told him
yeah,
the thing, like, I was small. Like,
yeah,
I just did, I just got by. Like, I was just your wife. Like, I didn't do what I wanted to do.
yeah.
And he's
And
like,
then
I know you felt that way, baby.
yeah, and she's like, well, I told you. And it's like, no, dude, like I'm gonna speak for all males here. We're fucking stupid, okay?
Yeah, don't drop hints.
You gotta say
Just
this
tell
shit
me.
out loud. Yeah. If you want to be an
Don't be
explorer,
cryptic and
yeah, just be straight. We're fucking stupid. Like, when are we gonna eat? When are we gonna
yeah.
fuck? And when are we going to bed?
And what do you
Like,
want?
yeah, yeah. What can I do to make you happy?
And when I say what's
Um,
wrong, don't say nothing
yeah,
because something's wrong.
yeah. And then it cuts. She has this conversation and with that woman, and she's like, now you can be who you want to be. You could go to whenever you want to. You like,
Well, that was
you're
whenever she came out of the explorer mode, she's like,
yeah,
now you
and they're
can be one
floating.
of us and you can come into us because now you know who you are. You have a name. You
Yeah,
found yourself, so you can be one of us.
yeah,
And she's like, or can I go back through that thing I came in? And she's like, yes, if you want to go there, that's up
yeah.
to you.
That's
But and she's like, my daughter needs me.
yeah.
Even though
And then
this
it
is
cut.
great,
Yeah.
I can't abandon her.
Well, and so then it cuts back to the room where the time machine
Uh,
is.
Here's my question about that. Where the fuck did he go?
I think we're gonna get that in the
We're gonna
next
find out
episode
because he came back through with the book.
with the Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
Jesus fuck.
you got it.
Lovecraft Country
Country.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he looked at it and was
and
like, when he came back through, I thought he was gonna have the book of names. But
yeah, I thought he
now,
was
what's
too.
crazy is like
He can read the
he's
story.
got the story of what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so he can look and see where he finds it at. That's why I think some of those were like alternate. I think it's a time machine in the sense of like you can jump forwards and backwards, but you can also move side to side.
Yeah,
Like you
because
can
where
jump
he was
between.
at was probably different than where she was with that like civilization of this.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
landed there,
yeah,
and they were like, "You got to find yourself and give yourself a name." We have
yeah,
no idea where he went, but he came back through, got the key, and then here's what I was almost wondering: when he came back through, you hear all those sirens and shit. What if he's coming back through to a different fucked up place?
yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
that's a
Because when I heard all
possibility.
those
Yeah,
sirens going off and everything, I was like, what if he goes out there and there's a fucking kraken out there fucking shit up? Like,
yeah, I know. And what if using that thing is gonna be like it's kind of like a
open the
signal,
portal.
like
Yeah,
they're ready for it, and it's like, no, dude, we're not fucking ready at all. Like I got a book, a paperback at that.
yeah.
Like come on, man.
Small print.
Um, it was small print, right? Um, but yeah, man, it was. Where did he go? I think we're going to get that, and then also she didn't come back.
Nope.
So is she going to come back in a different location, like with her daughter,
Mhm.
because he got Woody and left.
Yep.
So the car's going to show back up with him, and that's that. So it's like, all right, how are we going to get back? And then when they get back together, they're going to be like, first of all, why the fuck were you there? Why didn't you
We're gonna
tell
have
us?
to air everything out.
Yeah, the
Here's what
airing of
happened to
grievances.
Unc.
Yeah,
We're sorry. Oh, by the way, we found out you had this thing because
yeah,
Letty saw it in the room
yeah.
and it was going ham.
It was spinning like crazy, right?
So we did see
Um,
Uncle George again.
yeah,
But see,
which
I
we,
don't know if that was him because it had the dot dot dot. He was playing this,
yeah,
like simulation.
this projection
Yeah,
of her memory, yeah. Because whenever that scene opened up, it was like the first introduction that we got to Uncle George.
yeah.
You remember they were in bed and he's like, let's get
Mhm.
it on real quick. And it's like, what about her? It's like, nah, dude, let me get it in real quick. Shit.
Yeah.
You know. He's- just do it. Just make it happen. Shit. Um so what's gonna happen next, man? It's gonna be the cops are gonna show up. The police chief's gonna be like, somebody was here. They activated it. The comic book is here that's
Mhm.
got the girl's
Yeah. When
name
I
on
saw
it.
that, I was like, well, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Got her first and
He's
last name. They're gonna know who was there.
yeah. So that's gonna be one of those like the cops are gonna be fucking on them. And it might be a situation to where, the white bitch joins forces with Atticus and his crew because she doesn't like the cop
Yeah.
either. Because he's a fuck up. He's like, I don't know what's going on with him. So there might be some,
Well, all she just wants to be a part of the order or whatever. Like,
the Order of Adam.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she ain't got nothing against them. So I do see
No.
them maybe working together. We only got 3 episodes.
And that's it.
Episode 9 is called Rewind 2021.
Oh
That
shit.
could be where he went.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
episode, Full Circle.
Wow.
But it's
So we don't
trucking right
know.
along, dude.
Yeah, we don't know, but it's crazy, man, that like it to a certain extent, and there's no real explanation, but they called it a time travel machine,
Yeah.
but who the fuck knows? Like
Yeah.
alternate realities, alternate
Mhm.
dimensions, like is opening this thing up and letting the wrong thing come through it.
Yeah.
Like how is that going to
Yeah.
end for
While it was
everybody?
open, and see that time that she was in there is probably like a split second.
Yeah, yeah. But to her, it was
Yeah, a
years.
long time. Like,
Yeah,
that's why I hope they touch on where he went, or he'll at least tell. Or
yeah.
here's another thing I was thinking. Like now, Letty thinks that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure if the Korean girl, she might be pregnant,
Yeah, she might
and that
be.
may be where the love triangle comes in.
Yeah.
If they're both pregnant, and then that's his blood.
Yeah. So they could both be heirs. Yeah, dude, there's no fucking
Going
telling.
deep, dude.
It is. And I mean, I was amazed that episode, like each episode, man, they take you to where you don't think they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just hope it. I hope that whatever we get in the season finale, that it's able to converge all this different stuff happening and have like a satisfying
Well,
ending and a.
like the name of the
Because
episode, we need it to
we
go full
still
circle.
we still don't know at this point, other than that the chick wants to be part of the group. We're still not sure if that Garden of Eden shit's really what they're trying to do.
Live forever.
Yeah. It's just it's just interesting to see where they're going with it.
Yeah. That shit got crazy though.
Oh yeah,
The space
weird
travel.
that
How Doctor Who was it?
yeah,
Yeah.
very. It was interesting how it was giving us coordinates instead of an actual set time and date, just a location.
Yeah, I like that little touch.
Yeah. They did a lot right, man. I mean, I've been enjoying the shit out of it. Like,
Well, it's just
and
different.
yeah, and I think we are going to get that track. I think that like him showing up there and finding the ant and the weird portal thing is gonna that's gonna cause them to start asking questions. And I think within the next episode or two, the Asian chick's gonna show up.
Hmm.
That's gonna tie those threads up. And I think that the cop's gonna be coming after them, which is gonna tie up some loose ties or loose
Well, they're all
story.
gonna have to fight together
Yeah,
because he's got a
against this
police
guy.
force,
Yeah,
and then
and he's like,
maybe we'll find out what he is
yeah.
because he's not
So
normal.
no, he's cracked.
Yeah.
I
So
just
yeah,
hope that Atticus. I hope they don't pull some Watchmen shit and make Atticus be some dormant god that gets woke up and lo and behold, job's done.
yeah. Well, I don't.
Like I want the heroicism of him being a veteran from the war, of just like a normal human kind of overcoming stuff. I mean, I know like his blood special.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's the one that reversed that whole fucking ritual.
Yeah.
So it only makes me wonder if there's something else that, like, you know, some sort of entity that he is. Kind of like how when you find out that the aunt was Hippolyta.
Well, I think that we're going to get like a straight wizard battle, dude. I think that like we're going to have this moment to where you're going to have Atticus versus somebody else, and there's going to be some crazy spell shit happening. And like the only way that the villain thinks that they can stop Atticus is bring something into this world that is going to fuck everything up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And by doing so, it's going to cause them to have to dip out, and then it's going to be like God knows what is going on. You know, like it's going to be fucked up, and that's the shit that I do like. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that they would be doing a disservice to making him this God type character because,
A little
like,
bit of a cop out.
well, not only that, but his character development has been so fantastic. You know,
Yes.
it would just be it wouldn't be worth like all this backstory and learning about his relationships with all these people, and you know, like, you know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't want it to be just some ass pull to be like, oh, we're gonna make him even stronger, you know?
yeah,
Because his his character's willpower is you know, it's that's the best. That's the fucking real superpower, you know.
yeah. Oh yeah, I agree 100%.
Instead of running and tucking his tail behind his legs, he's figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
It gets him in life-threatening situations, clearly, but you know, I just don't want that plot armor to be too big, you know.
oh yeah, yeah. No, it's been fucking great, man. I'm excited to see where they take it, and then if it's got 3 episodes left, it's like, how is this? How could this possibly be a one and done?
Ah, no. I don't think so.
You know, no, I don't either. So
It doesn't say like a limited series, like a. I mean, it could
yeah,
be, but it doesn't say that.
right. So
But they have
uh,
been blowing through some like stuff. So
plot development,
yeah,
right?
dude, like crazy.
Yeah. So
If you haven't, if people haven't been following this show since at least the first episode, this episode's really not gonna make sense.
yeah, for real. For real.
Did you guys see
Um,
where they're
And
doing?
hell, we've been watching this, and this episode still doesn't make fucking sense.
Their Fistful of Dollars TV show?
what?
Yeah,
Okay.
been remade into as a TV show.
So who have they cast?
Hang on,
Let's see.
I'm looking at
The
the.
production company, only just formed in August by former PGA head Mark Gordon and backed by longtime partner company E1, is starting off their slate strong by buying up the rights to adapt the seminal work for a contemporary remake. Um,
I want that to go to like HBO or something.
yeah,
I don't want it on like prime time, like NBC or. I just feel like, but see, there's not a lot of information there,
yeah.
but that's cool.
Well, it says here that Mark Gordon Pictures has secured the rights to both A Fistful of Dollars and Yo Yojimbo,
Yeah,
which is what A Fistful of Dollars is based off of, and aim to tell an original contemporary version of the story. Game of Thrones writer Brian Cogman, who is also helping on Amazon's expensive upcoming Lord of the Rings series, is in talks to adapt. No other news has been released about the project, but a large IP like A Fistful of Dollars shouldn't have too much trouble finding a buyer.
A large IP. I
Yeah,
think that's
well,
debatable, man.
well, to like us.
Here's the thing, though. They bought them both up. Now, have y'all seen that Yojimbo?
No.
That's like the I don't know if it was maybe Japanese or something, but that's what it was based on.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same story. The guy's like a samurai, though.
Right.
I saw that. Garrett told me about it. I watched it with him a long time ago, and I was like, I had no idea. You know, it's like black and white, I think.
Yeah. Old school. Um.
But since
Well,
they're
is it gonna
buying
be
them
more
both up,
fat,
they may
or is it
combined
gonna
it.
be, or is it gonna be fistful of dollars?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, which one's it gonna be more heavy on?
Yeah. Well, all right. If we're gonna say that they're gonna do a straight man with no name adaptation of it, who do you cast now?
It doesn't need to be remade. Not to be an asshole, but
That's
Oh, I
why I
agree
think
with
it
that,
would be
like,
better if they go heavy with the other one, have like the samurai,
yeah,
bring him in, go heavy on that because we don't have any. Most people they've never seen that movie.
Right. Well,
well,
and they said it was
if
gonna
you're
be
using
Go ahead.
if you're using a fistful of dollars as the name, you're evoking Clint Eastwood. You're
Yeah.
evoking that particular story. If you're gonna do nameless stranger walks into town, cleans town up, that kind of thing, then they just need to have a different name.
Yeah. Well, and this is what it said in the article. It says that um, aim to tell an original contemporary version of the story. So it's going to take the idea of both of the films, or both of the, they're going to take that idea and they're going to make something completely new
They
and
probably won't
unique.
use the name then.
No.
I'm
So
guessing the
I
only
think,
reason because they bought it up, so they can't get sued or shut down. So
yeah. So it might be something that takes place in modern times. It may take place possibly in the future. It may take place in the 20s during the Civil War. Like, who knows? But it's going to be like a whole, and I mean, that's better than remaking
and just
and
doing the
retry.
same old shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the same story to a certain extent. Of course, a little bit, it's going to be longer, more fleshed out character development, this, that, and the other. But yeah, I mean, I agree with Travis 100%. Does not need to be remade, but taking that concept and putting it in a different time period with different things going on, now that's something kind of interesting. So, hey, I'm cool with it. So we do have some Marvel news here. Hold on. Sorry. Um, Marvel and Robert Downey Jr. have reportedly made a deal for an MCU return. Um, as we previously told you, Downey Jr. was asking for a hefty payday to return as Iron Man. However, the total failure of Doolittle, his first post-Marvel movie that he had a lot of creative control over, has shifted his position somewhat and made him willing to renegotiate his terms. And according to our sources, the same ones that told us that the Guardians will cameo in Thor: Love and Thunder, and Jim Carrey is returning as the Mask, Space Jam 2, both of which have since been confirmed. The two sides have now come to an agreement, and while nothing's been officially signed and sealed just yet, a deal is currently in place for RDJ to return to the MCU. He lowered his price to a more reasonable figure recently, something that Marvel is more comfortable with, and right now it's looking pretty likely that the actor will return in the Ironheart TV show, which is reportedly to be in early development. Pepper Potts is believed to be appearing in the series as well, and Downey Jr.'s wish to only return if Gwyneth Paltrow does. Ironheart will follow Riri Williams, an African American teen prodigy who creates her own Iron Man armor. In the comics, she has an AI of Tony to help her out, effectively serving as her own version of Jarvis. This has led to speculation that Downey Jr. could lend his voice to the production, though it remains to be seen how exactly he'll factor into things. I always thought that if they brought him back, that would be the route that they would take. They would just bring his voice back.
Mhm.
So,
Well, he could be like, what was that? Jarvis.
yeah,
It could be him.
yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So, in Ironheart's suit, she has her version of Jarvis as
Yeah, it'll
Tony
be
Stark's
Robert. Yeah,
voice.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
so yeah. And hey, man, I think that the way that they handled Robert Downey Jr. is perfect. Perfect send off. If they go the Ironheart route and they decide that they're going to have, um, a teenage black female be the new Iron Man, as long as they write it and it makes sense, I'm all for it. I mean, they did what they had to do, with
Mhm.
Endgame and how Tony Stark ended. So I think that that's perfectly okay. And maybe they'll bring the kid from Iron Man 3 over to help design the suit, or, who knows.
Mhm.
I think that there's going to be more from him. Um, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I knew he wasn't done. So
Yeah, we were talking about it last week.
yeah.
He'd be back some way, somehow, even if it's just a
Somewhere.
hologram.
Yeah.
Did y'all see where
Uh,
Borat 2's coming out?
I see here that it has an insanely long title that's nearly impossible to remember.
I didn't see that. I just saw where it
I'm a-
said Borat 2 is going to premiere on Amazon Prime Video in October, which I'm down to watch.
So this is the title for Borat 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Borat, gift of pornographic monkey to vice premier Mikhail Pence to make benefit recently diminished nation of Kazakhstan. That's the full title.
The other one was long too, right?
Yeah, cultural
Yeah.
learnings of America for make benefit glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
All right.
So it's reportedly finished with production and has already been screened for industry insiders. Nothing else is known about the highly anticipated sequel.
I'm sure it'll be nutty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that title though,
Yeah.
gift of pornographic monkey to vice premier Mikhail Pence to make benefit recently diminished nation of Kazakhstan. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't think they're going to be able to fit that on the like the
The
marquee.
poster? Yeah, I know,
Yeah. It'll
right?
just say Borat 2.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
watch it,
They can't even fit it on the ticket.
M Night Shyamalama Ding Dong's got a movie in the works. So it says here that M Night Shyamalan revealed the title of his next movie by tweeting a photo of himself on the set along with an image of the official poster. He's on set shooting his new movie, taking to Twitter to reveal a poster for the movie along with its official title, simply called Old. The movie's plot details are still being kept under wraps, but it would appear that aging will serve as the theme of the movie. The poster depicts an hourglass with the sand replaced by tiny people, and the tagline ominously reads, "It's only a matter of time." The poster also teases a new trip from the writer-director M. Night Shyamalan. So I'll drop the poster in here on general so you can see. Hey man, I'm cool with it. Like he came back
Yeah.
when he made Split
Yeah.
and then he did Glass. He's back, Um So I'm excited.
Did you see where Zac Efron's going to take the lead in Stephen King's Firestarter remake?
Yeah, I saw that, which I'm fine
Mm.
for it. I like Zac Efron a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been
you
meaning
know,
to watch that. Where what did he play? Ted Bundy?
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to see that.
yeah. Um, I mean, I don't see, Moon Knight rumor claims Marvel really does want Keanu Reeves for Disney Plus series. We'll see,
Yeah. If he's got time.
Yeah. Tenet won the box office again.
Oh.
3.2 million. Yeah.
I have
Good
stayed
for
away
you.
from spoilers.
Yeah, I tell you. So going on vacation very soon. If the theater down here is playing Tenet,
Mm-hmm.
I may sneak out the house one day.
Check it out.
Yeah, I mean I know it's like 4.5 hours long, but I mean it is a Chris Nolan movie,
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of want to go see it. Like I haven't been to the movies since Endgame.
Been a while. Been a while.
No, Star Wars.
Probably Star Wars.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
because that came out in December,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, that's probably the last time that I went to the movies. Might go watch Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Corey White hit me up the other day and he was like, "Hey man." And I was like, "Hey." He's like his wife said something they're going to be playing Beetlejuice at the Scottsboro Theater and he was like, "I've never seen it." And I'm like, "Of course you haven't."
Yeah.
Cuz you fucking grew up without a TV. Anyway, um he said that him and his wife may go watch it if we want to go and I'm like, I mean, I love fucking Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and it came out in like 88, so of course I didn't go see it cuz I wasn't born
Yeah.
yet. So,
May
yeah.
never get the chance to sit in the theater again, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
I would
something about
love
Beetlejuice, dude. I've seen it 100 times, and it keeps getting better.
I mean, dude, his performance and even fucking Alec Baldwin,
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
performance
he's
was
good in it.
great. Yeah. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wish that there was a theater, man, that just around here that just played old
Yeah, like a
movies.
dollar theater.
Yeah. I mean, I would pay $5 to go watch Jaws
Yeah.
or Jurassic Park, or fucking Close Encounters. Could you imagine?
Oh.
Like IMAX Close Encounters?
On the big screen.
Dude, down, 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 with the fucking bass hit you right in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't see any more movie news though, for real. I mean, we're all waiting for coronavirus to like,
Now they say it's gonna pick back up.
yeah. Wait. Spotify strikes a deal to turn its podcasts into movies and TV shows.
All right.
So Spotify is making its way to Hollywood. The company, known primarily as a music streaming service, has announced that it has partnered with Churnin Entertainment to turn its original podcasts into movies and TV shows. Spotify has signed a first look deal with the studio, with the two already collaborating to adapt The Clearing. That's the name of the podcast, I guess, The Clearing. As announced by Spotify, the company has entered into a multi-year first look deal with Churnin. The two are already working with Pineapple Street Media to develop the true crime podcast The Clearing, though no additional details have been revealed at this time. Spotify Chief Content and Advertising Business Officer, just fucking shorten it, CCAO ABO,
Yeah,
Don Ostroff, had this to say. Yeah. At Spotify, we believe that the extraordinary growth of audio will continue to attract the world's great creators and make podcasts a premier destination for original IP. Look, Don, let's get down to brass tacks. You throw millions of dollars at motherfuckers, and they will bring the content to you.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
So we gonna
as
get a
we-
Joe Rogan movie?
I hope.
He's
As we
just working
continue,
out, eating meat.
yeah, killing shit.
Yeah.
As we continue to expand our content ambitions, we are thrilled to collaborate with Peter Chernin, who, along with his exceptional team, are the perfect partners to help us share these stories with audiences across mediums and around the world. Together, we can usher in a new era for podcasts as source material. So I mean, true crime podcast makes sense.
Well, what was the one we listened to?
S-Town.
Movie, dude.
Dude,
be a
for
movie.
sure. Yeah, for sure. Right.
I mean,
I listened to the first season or whatever you want to call it of Serial.
some of them are pretty good, dude.
I would watch a documentary about
Yeah.
it for sure, you know? But the thing is like true crime podcasts I get, paranormal podcasts I get, comedy podcasts how,
Yeah.
and then like Michelle Obama's she'll get a TV show.
Well,
out
they
of it.
work at Netflix too, so
Yeah.
they're on the board.
Yeah. So Michelle Obama is probably going to get some Tyra Banks, Oprah Winfrey talk show esque type thing. And that's going to be great for about 5 seconds. And people aren't going to watch it because it's not on daytime 5 p.m. television. You know what I
Spotify
mean?
keeps pushing that podcast on me.
Yeah, me too. And I'm like, dude, I know
not my cup of tea, bro.
if she's talking about her sex change, then I'm down.
Yeah, I'll watch that movie.
But if it's just talking about like, well, Barry got up in the middle of the night last night and ate a bowl of Cheerios, and I had to go in there.
Man,
No,
he
fuck that.
It's him walking across our hardwood floors, creaking and letting out gas every now and then, just
Of
kept
course-
me
Of
up.
course, Barry farts.
Yeah. So I mean, but that'll happen. Mark my words.
Well, you said it, dude, kind of like an Oprah Winfrey type.
Yeah,
Book
Tyra
of the
Banks.
month,
Yeah.
you know, Ellen's type show. Like, I see that
Without
Talk about the paleo diet.
without the
Yeah.
dancing.
the dancing, without the short haircut,
Mm-hmm.
without
Sure, there's
the
dancing, we just can't see it.
without the work, without the abuse to the employees. Hopefully, I don't know. She was in the White House, so. But anyway,
Did you see where the Moonlight director is going to do the follow up to Lion King?
no,
Did you watch Moonlight?
I haven't watched it yet, but I've
Okay.
heard it was.
I
Amazing.
thought it was one that you'd seen, but
I wanna
he's going
watch
to
it.
do the Lion King 2.
Wow.
I
Did you
still
watch
haven't seen the
Moonlight?
first one. No, I haven't seen it.
Did you watch it, Trav?
Yeah,
Was it good?
this is a drama.
It's
I
got.
mean,
It's got.
man, I have like, I'm nose blind to drama films. They're all about the fucking same to me.
Wow. I enjoy good drama from time to
I
time.
mean, dude, Green Book was a drama.
Yeah, and it's got the dude from Green Book in Moonlight.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
I mean, it was. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it
It wasn't
wasn't.
a
I mean, it
war, but-
wasn't. It's
I'm
not a
the same
movie
dude,
that
though.
I mean, it's not as good as Green Book, but it's not a movie that I'm like gonna seek out to watch.
Yeah.
But is it a good one if it's just on? Absolutely. Like, sit through it. Like, it's worth that much, you know.
Is it worth pod? Is it pod worthy? Is there enough content in there to talk?
Well, I'll put it this way: it's worth it in the idea of, say, we do a bit where we analyze maybe like, instead of Oscar winners, maybe Oscar nominations.
I think
Because
he
it was
won.
Honorable
nominated.
mentions. I think it won
It,
several.
I think it brought some. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it was the
and-
movie
and
that killed it that year. That's the only reason I remember it
It-
being a big.
on the basis of like watching it for like, okay, to see what the awards were all about. Yeah. But I mean, as just a movie,
Well, that
I
I
don't know.
felt
that's a weird way to recommend this movie because
No.
even though there's not enough time in the world for us, we would like to be able to say that we could tackle every movie.
Yeah. Well, no, I
But
understand what you're saying because I watched Fences, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Did y'all watch? I watched
wait,
Fences.
this is
Denzel.
dude. You know that was a play.
Yeah, and it looked
His
like a play.
acting is so good though, man.
It was fucking amazing.
Dude, that
Like
scene where the young boy wants to
he's
fight
talking to
him
his son.
in the yard,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he gives him that speech. He said
Mhm.
something about like he wanted something. He's like, "You think I fucking give a fuck about you?" He
Yeah,
said,
he said,
I
"I
went to
don't."
work every day because it was my duty."
Yeah, he said, "I don't have to like you." That's what
That
that was
whole
the whole.
scene, man, is like
Yeah,
acting his
yeah,
ass off. But see, that's one of those things like it's got Denzel in it, man. You know
yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Well, but I get what Travis is saying because I watched it because this was like one of the first years that we did the picks.
Yeah,
So I watched as many of those. I watched Manchester by the Sea. I watched Fences. I watched all that stuff just to get an idea of what the nominations were. And Fences was like Manchester by the Sea was so fucking depressing.
yeah,
You know, like I understand why it won what it won, but it's so depressing. But Fences was the same way. Like I watched it, probably never watch it again.
yeah,
Denzel acted his ass off 110%.
yeah.
But I mean,
I
it
just
was
really
sad.
like that scene.
Yeah, I saw that scene
yeah,
recently.
Mm-hmm.
it was Moonlight was one of those movies where there was no exquisite acting to be found. Like the
Right.
performances were good.
Well, the only reason
Like
that I will,
from the people who get top billing all the way down to the one fucker that comes on screen is like, you want a latte? Like,
We
I
gotta
the only,
mean,
we gotta bring this up
nobody
since we were
sucked.
talking about podcasts. A Batman Unburied scripted podcast coming to Spotify from David S. Goyer.
oh wow, okay.
I think
He's the one who
podcast is
wrote.
about to blow up, dude.
Well,
Even
they've
bigger.
been
They're gonna like start doing
Marvel.
these. Yeah, that's. Have
Marvel.
they got some?
They've been doing it. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of these scripted
Yeah, and
podcasts.
it's almost like it's an audio book.
Yeah, but I think Marvel was charging for theirs. I think that theirs was like, $2.99 a month or something, and they put like the first episode on iTunes and Spotify. But if you wanted the rest of the story, you had to. Um,
So you're saying like a audio drama?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Back in June, Spotify,
Where
Warner
they're gonna
Brothers, and
hire
DC
voice
announced.
actors to
Yeah, they announced a
they're
multi-year
gonna
partnership,
yeah.
and the first one that's been announced is Batman Unburied from executive producer David S. Goyer.
yeah,
So they're gonna cast somebody to voice Batman,
Yeah,
somebody to voice everybody and everything.
y'all know who's gonna
yeah.
play Batman, right?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kevin
national
fucking
treasure,
Conroy.
dude.
yeah, he's got
I
to.
will say this. I've listened to a couple of the Doctor Who audio plays.
I like him.
Um, it's a fun medium that I don't dabble in a lot, but yeah, they're fun. They're interesting. It's crazy because it's such an old way,
Yeah.
an old form of entertainment
Yeah,
because they used to do that shit on the radio.
What's it?
yeah,
War of the Worlds.
yeah,
Remember when they read that on the radio? People thought it was real.
yeah. How
But I
crazy is
mean,
that?
the Big Finish productions on the Doctor Who stories that I listened to, it was done in such a way that like you could visualize everything. Like there wasn't, it didn't feel off like it was missing anything because of the way it was written, the way they bring in sound effects, all
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Well, it's weird that they've brought
And
it back because now they know
it would be
people will
really,
listen to podcasts for hours and hours. Like, dude, you can pull that up while you work.
Yeah,
You don't have to watch it. You just listen.
which it would be really cool for it would be cool for some of the superhero stories to take that route. I mean,
yeah,
it could work.
yeah. And I think that Wolverine one that Marvel did actually did really good. Like they pulled numbers and they they did it. So do what you got to do.
Imagine getting a well casted story that's like the big crossovers that would really cost too much money to make into a feature length film.
Yeah. Like Hush.
I mean, like just all over the board, like any DC annual event or any of the really massive Marvel crossovers where it's all these different hero groups.
Yeah.
I mean, possibilities are endless, man.
Yeah.
That's all the movie news I found.
Speaking of fucking DC and movie crossover shit, like I'm 2 episodes behind on finishing out
Doom Patrol.
yeah.
I'm finished.
And Jesus Christ, man, it's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really stepped it up in season 2.
I'm of course I'm not gonna say anything, but the cliffhanger they leave it on was just like when that screen went black and started playing that I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now I gotta wait.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it finished tomorrow.
Which is the last episode that you watched, Trav?
I'm gonna have to watch the bit at the beginning. It was dealing with Jane.
Were they in the underground?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit. How crazy is it the way they did the underground?
What's crazy is when you start to find out more about it and why
They had
she's
that
the
big-
way that she is. And
That big buff ass, that buff woman that's Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, I'm like, if they ever made a Paladins movie, there's our Ash.
Yeah, right. For real.
the chick that in that Mandalorian reminds me of Ash.
Yes, yeah, for
You know
real.
what I'm talking about?
yeah.
She almost looked like her, like even the way she was dressed.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily news, but it is relevant to everything going on, and the fact that you brought up Mandalorian. Long overdue. I decided to give the Clone Wars a go on Disney Plus. Never followed it. Always kind of wrote it off as it's gonna be just the dumbed down Star Wars kids show.
You watch it all.
I haven't finished it, but I'm almost done with season 1. There's 7 seasons total. I'm all the way through season 1. Breakneck pacing, dude. The fastest pacing I've ever seen in a show. The animation's off just because it's different.
Yeah.
With the whole
the way they look,
3D whatever. Yeah. And it's easy to write the show off because of the animation alone.
Yeah.
But I will say though, it's not dumbed down Star Wars at all. Like it's like just these scenes that could have been in a movie that didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've been enjoying it a lot, man.
The scenes that I've watched from it, they all look good. Like that, I think even here a while back we watched one together where they were talking about, or maybe it was just me. You know, the chick that Rosario Dawson's gonna play, kind of based around her. He plays a big part in it.
Now, granted, the family-friendly aspect of Star Wars is front and present in the show more so than it is in the movie.
Yeah.
But they don't like the action's still just as on point as the film.
It's still Star Wars.
When somebody gets stabbed with a lightsaber, like it's not like they don't show it, they do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's little stuff that made me go, man, like that's not Disney. That sure as hell ain't Nickelodeon. But it's been good, man. The last episode that I watched, it delved more into General Grievous's backstory.
Oh, that's cool.
They ended up in like his lair where he's got all these different parts strewn about. His whole fortress is fortified with all this shit, and it's giving more spotlight to the other Jedi, because to my knowledge, the show's timeline runs from from episode 2 to about the end of episode 3.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So, and it's dealing more with like it has a ton of characters, but in terms of relative to the movies, it follows a lot of Kenobi and Anakin's adventures,
Right.
and just building up more tension on the fact that he's now apparently in the show. The show clearly starts with Anakin as Anakin, but apparently it's going to cover a swath of time to where near the end, like he will be Vader by the time the show's over.
Hell yeah.
And so, and I mean, who can say no to more Vader? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, right?
I know there are more powerful Sith Lords and like the extended canon and everything, but like he'll always be
He will always
badass
be
number one in
our
my book.
Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Let us refer to the cameo scene in Rogue One. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
I saw clips where
But,
people
yeah.
were cheering in the theater when that happened,
Yeah.
clapping.
for a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, he's the baddest motherfucker in the galaxy.
Well, the thing is when Vader is at peak evil, when he is when he's fully consumed
When he
by the
goes
dark
full
side.
Vader,
Yeah, dude. He's a fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah. He is the nightmare, you know?
But yeah, man. Short episodes, it's one of those things where you could watch an episode, Griff, by the time you're done building coals. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just it's something else just thrown on the pile that I've been slowly chiseling through. And
Shit,
plus because a lot of with Ahsoka showing up in Mandalorian 2, and because of the whole saber thing that Moff Gideon's got and all of that, I just feel like it's required viewing now.
Right.
canon.
Yeah, and with it being canon, and with me enjoying the franchise as much as I have throughout my life, why not get the whole story, you know?
Yeah. Might as well. Yeah, the only thing that I've been watching is Doom Patrol. And after I finish Doom Patrol, may watch The Boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
I got about halfway through season 1 with Deidre, and she kind of surpassed me on it. So it was one of those things where I was like, I watched enough and was pretty much kind of came to the conclusion that like I'll watch it whenever you got. Like I'll just fall in sync with y'all. Because
Yeah.
like the first episode the pilot alone, I was like, oh man, Adam and Grip gotta watch this.
Yeah. Well, Corey's been
Like,
Busted
raving
a
about
nut over it.
it. Yeah.
There's this sequence in the first episode where these two people are talking like a couple.
The guy runs
And
through
they're
the
just
girl.
Oh, dude,
That
the
was in the
speedster
trailer.
fucking hits the bitch. Yeah, not well. It's extended out more
Yeah,
in the
of course,
fucking
but
episode, of course.
that's the
but,
reason
like,
I know that is because
it's
in the trailer they show that when he's standing there like holding her hands. Is he like just holding her arms after the dude runs through, and he's like, "I'm sorry."
Oh, but he's like, but in the yeah, he's like, I gotta keep going. I got like
Yeah.
and he just fucking darts off. And the shit with Homelander's ridiculous.
It's got that chick from You're the Worst in it. I watched that comedy.
And I mean, it's more Carl Urban. Who
Yeah.
could say no to that?
And
I know, right?
dude, the new season they released, the show is so popular now that they started doing it weekly releases instead of all at once.
Yeah.
That's how big the show is now. They're like, oh, we can stretch it out.
Yeah.
Stretching it out. Heard it.
But yeah, I'm ready for trailers. We got a couple, you know. We got a few.
I ran across this one the other night. and I thought it was an interesting little take on something.
Oh, the Sound of Metal
Yeah.
trailer. I was thinking like pieces of metal like rubbing together.
Yeah, The Sound of Music, but with death metal.
Yeah, would watch. You know,
Edelweiss.
like
Well, we got 12 of these bad boys to burn through. Ready to go.
Hang on, I'm getting my get pulled up
you're fucking
on my streaming on my trailer computer. Old
Your
trailer Mac over here.
your trailing station.
Yeah. Yeah, I found a couple while we were doing the pod and threw them in there.
Yeah, I went through earlier and tried to find some.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of interesting ones, and then there was a couple that I was just like,
We'll see.
So, a lot of horror trailers.
I saw that.
We
Well,
get more horror
it was
trailers
like-
than anything.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say
But
it is
year
almost
round.
October, but it's like that every
Yeah,
month.
every
They
week.
just like dump horror movies.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah,
cheapest movies to make.
right.
All right, I'm putting my earpiece in.
Earpiece, got it.
Heard it.
Heard it.
Here we go. The Sound of Metal Prime Video. Y'all ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, play. Thought this was interesting.
I was feeling it.
Nice little original story here.
That sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard it.
Piece. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna do some.
First, you got to accept it. That would be fucking.
Yeah.
I recognize that kid.
Yeah.
Him. He was in something. That'd be terrible, though, man.
Yeah.
Think you'll fall in love with that chick?
Oh.
Stand up and shout. Oh,
I mean, I'm in, dude.
pretty an original little story there.
Yeah, it
Never seen
is.
a movie like that.
No. And it's crazy that it happened like all at once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Push
But
that
why would
hair
you
down.
Yeah, why would you play drums without
Earplugs?
earplugs or earphones or ear
People are just
dampering?
fucking metal, dude.
I remember we practiced like once and
Yeah.
I didn't have earbuds and I thought I was gonna fucking puke.
Yeah.
And after that I'm like, never again.
It's rough, man.
I'll take toilet paper
the
and put in
that
there.
ringing
Yeah.
that sticks around, that you know, that hiss.
Yeah.
And I still have some hearing issues. I
Yeah,
know I
same.
do.
Yeah.
If I'm in a very loud room where it's really loud
Yeah.
and somebody's trying to talk to me, I need them to face me
Yeah.
because it's almost like I don't know, their voice just gets, if I can't see their mouth and everything gets lost in the noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm in a room like with a really loud TV,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I'm the
sometimes I get that, was it tinnitus?
yeah.
Sometimes I'll get that, man, where I can hear it and it just drives me fucking crazy
Yeah.
that it won't go away.
Yeah.
That loud fucking, you know,
The hiss.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I know.
like feedback in your ears.
Yeah. White noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst is when you're laying there trying to go to sleep.
Yeah. That's why I gotta have a fan.
I gotta have a fan to drown it out, dude.
It'll keep me up all night long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least, because in every band we played in, we didn't wear protection. But at least, later on we did.
Yeah.
The only time I wouldn't wear it really was playing a show.
Yeah.
Because, kind of hard to hear.
You gotta. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
different. But that's only for
But,
like 20 minutes.
when you're in a room for
no-
6 hours
Yeah.
with a guitar so loud you can feel it in your ball hair.
Yeah. Especially when you got somebody that's like, I'm turning the gain all the way
Yeah.
up.
Plug up 3 cabinets.
It's like Chess, turn the gain down a little bit.
To me, though, dude, it's the drum cymbals.
Yeah,
That's the loudest part.
Yeah.
When you're in a small ass room and those just that
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the high pitch shit.
Yeah.
But here we go. What we got? Jackie Chan, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm really excited about
Is
this
this
trailer,
real?
guys. This is DVD and Blu-ray. November the 24th.
This
We might
guy
have to
says,
put
"I hope the gameplay is long."
Okay.
Another
all right.
PS5. Is this a game? This can't be a game.
This is official
Why are they
trailer.
all saying this?
Lionsgate
Let's
movies.
get into it. Y'all ready?
All right, let's do it.
Iron Mask, Trav. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Gotta make sure.
Travis. This ain't a game.
I think they're just joking.
Shit
Oh,
on the
shit.
VFX.
It does look like a PlayStation game, though. I'm already watching it. He cut his wig off. Whoa, dude. Where did this movie come from? Like,
I don't know.
out of nowhere.
She's an evil bitch.
A lot of familiar faces. Raiden.
So the new Assassin's Creed looks cool.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Get back here, Jackie.
There's the man in the Iron Mask. Leo.
Turns into
Oh, they're teaming up, dude.
Oh, yeah. So this is the Iron Man in the Iron Mask there, dude. Look, there's powers. Mortal Kombat.
See the dragon?
Fu Manchu. What the fuck?
Broke the chains.
Breaker of Chains. Whenever I saw Arnold dressed up like that, I'm watching it. I'm sold on just his costume alone.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at this. It looks like it's gonna be nutty.
Yeah.
We're gonna get our, and it's going straight to DVD. November the
Dude,
20th on digital, and then 4
we
days
have
later on DVD. That's the way they need to do it.
we have to watch it,
Oh yeah,
right? I mean,
big
we
Jackie
have,
Chan fan.
yeah, and Arnold,
Ever
and
since Rumble in the Bronx.
it's got the dude from fucking Lock, Stock in it.
Yeah, that's who that was.
I mean, yeah,
I'm like
so
familiar.
yeah,
He's gonna be like, "Get over here, you fucking cunt!"
yeah.
Oi.
And
Jack,
shot was pulled up.
Jackie Chan has looked the same.
He
He's
doesn't
like
age,
Morgan
dude.
Freeman.
Yeah,
No, like what is with
he just gets
Hollywood?
fatter. He's got a moon
Well,
pie face.
he does, but you can't, blame him for
Yeah,
that. It's his
he
heritage.
likes
All right,
deviled eggs.
yeah.
All right, y'all ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Scary movie. Cold sore.
You got pepper sprayed?
Oh, it fucked her up. Mm. Oh. What was that? Bird Box?
Yeah.
This is a prequel. That might be the guy that maced her.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
Okay.
Looked like she was fighting with herself. This is a chick version of Book of Eli.
Yeah. Without all the Bible
Book of
stuff.
Melody.
She looks like a melody,
Yeah.
right? All right, I'm
Look
ready
at
for
this. Is this a fucking
the
wolf boy?
true adventures of Wolf Boy, dude. Furry movie. All right. I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. There's a twist. No, you're not.
It's Dorothy's
That's
brother.
what I was trying to come up with something to say. Dude, and they're even at the fair. That don't make sense. Getting bullied, man. He fuck a wolf. Be pretty lighthearted. It's got him in it.
Oh my
The
God.
Jesus. Yeah, lighthearted, heartfelt.
Way back.
Kind of got that.
It's Chloe Sevigny. What's she doing?
Imagine Dragon. Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd be trying to make money off of it.
Yeah.
Pet the Wolf Boy. Jeffrey Dean Morgan wasn't available. Mermaid.
Doesn't look bad. It looks like a, if you want to feel something,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I like
mean,
feeling.
It's Wolf Boy before he starts werewolfing through windows.
Yeah. I wonder how many windows break in this one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
That should be a drinking game for that movie. Every
We
time
should
you
make
break a
it one.
window, you got to drink.
Dude,
Take a shot.
we should do. All right, hear me out. Real estate commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfman. Every time we get a fucking bottle of fucking whatever you drank,
Yeah.
and every time he goes through a window, you take a shot.
We'll be
Which
hammered.
Griff could tell you he was exaggerating.
You're gonna need a
This
big bottle.
motherfucker breaks a lot of glass in Wolfman.
That should be.
Title of the episode will be alcohol poisoning.
I mean,
It's just gonna be a bunch of like just random characters typed in because you're so drunk when you render it.
it'll be all right. I think that's a good idea. We did a commentary for Lock Stock. We should do a commentary for the fucking Benicio del Toro Wolfman.
I think we saw a teaser for this, but we didn't see a full trailer.
Okay. We can't live stream
Seekers.
that.
This
By the
movie
way.
written by fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah. You want some drink? You know about the toad, Joe Rogan.
It's
I'm
also a
ready.
seeker.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, play.
Amazon.
Because they were like, nice wig. Yeah, we saw like a teaser. So Simon Pegg's playing a small role at the beginning.
They fucking poltergeists.
Hear that Doctor Who music?
Yeah.
Clock Tower.
Was that Howard Moon?
It was. Was, dude.
I can't believe Howard's in it.
I would.
I gotta go back.
It looked like him when he put his hands up. Yep, dude, Julian
Yeah.
Barrett's in it. Looked it up.
I mean, I'm even more excited now.
He plays, let's see, yeah. Oh, man.
What if him and Vince
Oh.
reunite? This is like how they get back together and they decide to do more Boosh.
Yeah, he's going to be in 5 episodes.
Dude.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm fucking in just off that information alone.
Looking at his IMDb, he's been putting shit out through 2019, and I'll have to bookmark, go back and look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's Julian Barrett, you know?
Peace and fuck you. Oh, wrong guy.
I'm
We got
ready.
another scary movie.
Right.
It's got Tobin Bell. That's the only reason I put it in here.
Let's do it.
I'm shreddy.
3, 2, 1, play.
Cranston's.
Y'all know who that is?
That's who, that guy?
Another woman.
Oh yeah, I know who she is.
Kingpin. Get back
Yeah,
in
yeah.
here. Not that bad. She's a creepy bitch.
Yeah. He's become the creepy bitch, you know?
That Saul?
Yeah.
Is he Tobin Bell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his name. He's got a game, dude. But this time he's paying. Didn't work out well last time. A prank call. Uh-uh. Nice earring. Looks like Mama.
Yeah.
Number you've dialed has been disconnected. EP.
I mean, hey.
Only in theaters. It's not coming to DVD.
Ever.
No.
All right. This next one I dropped because it's got David Arquette, you know.
All right. And it's a drama?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all
It's
ready?
probably a dramedy.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready, Trev? 3, 2, 1, play. Blackjack. Yeah. That's the chick from Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
I like her. Her name must be Ashley
Yeah,
Green.
I like her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That dude looks like a young Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
David Brolin.
Oh
Oh,
shit. All right.
it looks like David Arquette's playing like the older wise guy. Gotta get
Yeah.
out there. Make something of yourself.
Do I?
Wrestling's not fake.
I mean, I had to find a sci-fi trailer to put in here, so you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh shit.
Malcolm McDowell.
You'll float too. Planet.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Nah, but it looks cool.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't know what the fuck is
pretty sure
happening.
all that shit was going on in his head. Him and the kid walking around. I think the kid's dead.
Maybe I don't know. I'm
There's a
so
twist.
confused. Yeah.
This is listed as a 25-minute short at IMDb.
Cognition.
Yeah, it's a short film.
Oh, okay.
They spent all the money on the CGI.
Yeah. Right.
They didn't have any more money. They're like, we can't film anymore.
Yeah.
This is our pitch.
Are y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah. I'm excited about this. This is some Marvel fucking like Ghost Rider type shit. So I'm ready.
Ready, Trav? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, play. Quiet. That's the last time I ever pay you a visit.
Yeah.
Did the sound cut out for y'all?
Yeah.
Fix it. This is based on a comic book.
I think
It's
so.
Marvel, so. Fuck. Sound cut out again.
Yeah.
Fix it. This is like that Lucifer show. The sound cut out again.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck, Joe Blow? It's the music.
Fucking upload. Oh, he was cutting that so it wouldn't flag
Yeah.
it. This upload blows. Did it again. Dude, if you gotta do that, don't put it on your channel.
Yeah, for real. Or just like let it
Take the hit.
monetize. Yeah. Anyway.
Risky bitch.
I'll wait for reviews and see what people are saying about it. If people are talking good about it, then I'll check her out.
Think
No,
I
why
give a
not?
French bread titty fuck if you can monetize it or not?
I mean, you know. This next one, it's all CGI.
Oh, this isn't a game?
No, this is an actual series. I think
Oh.
this might be the Netflix stuff that they're working. Yeah,
it says Netflix.
yeah, so it's actual a
Right.
CGI move or a series or whatever. So, but I'm ready for it.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Capcom. Cut scene from the game.
Is that Claire? Maybe.
Claire. Oh, that's loud. Not a real doctor. Jump scare. T minus 3, 2, 1. This sort of looks like one of the games.
Yeah.
Like the cutscenes.
Yeah. I mean, it was a teaser. All right.
I saw this on the
Okay.
movie news site. The next two.
All right. Vampires versus the whole
Yeah.
Bronx. They're
Vampire in
fighting
Brooklyn, dude. What the fuck up, god damn it.
I mean, you know.
That time of the year, dude.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ready when y'all are.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, play. Staten Island. Isn't this where what we do in the shadows? Don't they live in Staten Island?
Yeah.
Staten Island.
Staten Island. He's got a ghost shirt on.
He does. Has no idea what it is. Look, this is probably gonna be some kind of. It's gonna be a comedy, dude. He sounds like a vampire.
So this is like the Goonies in
Yeah.
the city.
Well, this is like the Goonies meets the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Bronx. It looks like it'll probably be pretty funny.
I figured RZA would be in it.
He's in there.
Or, you know, one of them. And
Y'all
I
know
don't
what
know
this
anything.
is?
No,
I have
but
no idea. I saw it on the movie news site, and I'm like, well, Marvel?
it says 8 remarkable stories, 8 unique filmmakers, 1 Marvel universe.
Okay.
Start streaming all episodes on Marvel 616 November the 20th. So,
Came out of nowhere.
yeah, let's check it out.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Documentary? Not a movie? I don't know.
Why did they show the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man with him?
Oh. Maybe he
Well,
inked it?
the up next video
Yeah.
says Marvel's 616 Japanese Spider-Man. Disney Plus. So this is a behind the scenes kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So these people, they're making a series about this series of books, I guess, where there
This
it is.
looks like a
There's the Japanese
documentary
one.
about
Yeah,
the comic book industry.
check that out. It might be interesting. And it's got old dude in it. Okay.
Okay. So they're
That's
probably going to go. They're probably going to go through the history of Marvel in one episode. They'll probably focus on one episode
it's gonna be
with
like that.
cosplayers,
Remember that history of the toys,
the toys that shaped
but
us, or the toy.
Marvel.
Yeah, it's all Marvel.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Yeah,
Because
which
they're
is
in
fine.
that one, they're talking about the Japanese Spider-Man, which I don't
Yeah.
know anything about, do y'all?
He's completely. He like gets a. It's kind of like Spider-Man meets the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I saw the Zorg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which,
yeah,
dude, I mean,
it's
something like that.
yeah.
Might learn some shit, dude. It's like that toy shows, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like that.
That shit was good though,
Really
right?
good.
That Power Rangers episode was
Didn't
great.
they do a Ninja Turtle one?
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle one was good. That one was so like whenever they got both the creators back together and they were drawing and stuff together, it's just like, man, this was fucking. It was worth all of that
Shit
like
that shaped us.
explanation. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm cool with it, man. I'll check it out. I mean, it looks like something I can throw on at night.
Yeah.
Wind down, little docu drama.
Documentary.
Yeah.
Wait, it's
Oh,
not a
Malade.
biopic.
Oh,
Right.
Malade. You know,
So
when's the
what?
last time you got Malade, Trav?
When I was in an Asian country.
So, what are we doing next
Well,
week?
we talked about we're getting into Halloween, right?
So we're gonna do Halloween, right?
Now, how do y'all want to do this? Like, let me ask y'all this question: the Danny McBride Halloween movie. I for sure want to watch that one
Yeah.
because I haven't seen it,
Right.
so gotta watch that. Now, let me throw this at you: how does that come into the story? When did that one come out? Was it 2018?
Yeah. Well, it's a
Okay,
direct sequel to
to
the
the
first
first
one.
one. So,
Yeah.
are we gonna watch the first? All right, we're here. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right. We got Halloween and then Halloween 2. Which are we gonna watch both of those? Or are we gonna do the first one and then do Danny's? Out of the first two, which one of those do y'all want to watch? The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I th- I think we should watch Halloween first.
78,
Right.
and then do McBride's.
Well, I was thinking we do Halloween first. We do Halloween 2007. Was it worth it?
That was a remake.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's
Okay.
version.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, and we
And
don't watch the second one, just the first one.
Right.
Okay.
Because I mean, if we watch the first two, then we'll have to watch
I know
Halloween
this diagram just
2018.
breaks off into everything. It's like I like how they got Halloween 3 over here. The Season of the Witch just kind of by itself, like
Yeah,
a loner.
you know.
Y'all can figure out what we're gonna watch. I for sure want to watch the McBride one. That's
Yeah.
heard so much about it. Trav's talked about it. I've seen scenes from it. It looks like it's probably gonna be better than all the others.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on it, Trav?
I think
We
all
all
think.
think.
It's Michael Myers stabbing a motherfucker, so I'm down.
But we for sure got to watch the first one. So we already know what we're
Yeah.
watching next week.
Yeah.
Are we just, dude? I mean, it is Halloween this month, so we're just doing a whole month of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Plus our episodes and.
Yeah. No, I think we should do Halloween. Well, let's just knock it out as as franchises, right? So let's do Halloween and then Halloween 2018 and then Rob Zombie's Halloween and then Rob Zombie's sequel to that.
Okay. Have y'all seen both of those?
I've seen the first one, but not the second
Have you
one.
seen them, Trav?
But I've seen all of them. If I recall though, Griffin wasn't the leading factor into this. You wanted to watch Season of the Witch?
Yeah, I mean, but we ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? I do want to watch Season of the Witch, though, at some point.
Well, what if we do this? Check this out. Hear me out. We watch Halloween 78, and the only reason I'm saying this, like, if we go from 78 and then we do Danny McBride's, is because they're connected. I don't know if you want to put a film between them.
No, we
Because
should do them together.
yeah, because the Rob Zombie's not connected to it. It's gonna be different. So we
Yeah.
could do 78, 2018, and then we could do Zombies or Season of the Witch. Whatever order you want to do those in.
I got an idea. Halloween 78, Halloween 2018, Season of the Witch,
Rob
and
Zombie's
then
first
end
one.
it with Rob Zombie.
I was thinking that. That's what I was thinking because that's the newer one. We'll go ahead and knock that. Have y'all seen Season of the Witch? What made you want to watch that one? Because you never seen it?
Well, it's been a long time since I've watched it, and
Yeah.
it's one of those.
Well,
It doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. It's like the redheaded stepchild.
How's it a Halloween movie?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody says that it sucks as a Halloween movie, but it's amazing as a standalone horror movie. And I haven't watched it in so long that I want to revisit
Never
it to
seen it.
see if all these claims, because everybody, if you go
Well,
to any
who's it based
list,
around then? If it's not,
it's like some weird shit going on.
it's just some shit that's happening in the Halloween universe.
Kinda.
Well, why is it a fucking Halloween movie?
It's a sci-fi horror movie. Is
it
We'll
Michael
find
Myers
out.
in space?
No.
Oh, because we
It's
got
the
Jason in
only-
space. Spacing?
It's the only film to not feature Michael Myers.
Doesn't it feature any of the other cast? I'm all right with that viewing order though. That's what I was thinking in my head when I was like, y'all can pick the other two, but I was thinking do Halloween 3 and then Rob Zombie. I was thinking that kind of go out on Zombie.
Okay. All right.
That's because Trav said it. I mean, it might be 2-on-1, but
no, that's
we
fine.
can do one. 2018. Then we'll do the break on 3. See what that's about. What that smell like.
Yeah.
82. Then we'll kick it off with 2007. I'll have to write that down.
Heard it.
It's gonna be a lot of Halloween.
Good swap.
To me, Michael Myers and Jason were like, they're like similar, kinda. The
Yeah.
way they operate, walk slow, get there fast somehow. I don't know. Which one do you like better?
Out of all of them?
Well, no, I don't, all the movies. I'm just saying, Michael Myers or Jason. Who do you side with?
I don't know, man. I would probably have to say for my own personal, probably Jason.
I like Jason.
And
I've watched more Jason, throughout my childhood, my life, like than I have Michael Myers.
yeah,
There's just something about Jason. I don't know if it's I don't know. He's got a cool mask, dude.
yeah.
It's cool.
Well, I mean, he gets I don't know. It's kind of a weird debate.
Michael's the more terrifying of the two because
And
he's the more realistic of the two.
who?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Well, and then you remember somehow Jason was connected to Freddy Krueger, right? Did they do that?
Yeah, that
Well,
is pretty
Jason
much
gets all
Jason.
supernatural and shit.
All right, we're
Yeah.
doing. All right, I'm putting the order down. We got 1978, 2018, 1982, then 2007.
Right.
Wrote it down. That's the order. I'll publish it in the Discord.
Wrote the book.
I'm excited to watch that Danny McBride movie.
Yeah, I am
And he's
too.
got 2 more coming.
Yeah.
Zombie didn't even get
2021?
3.
No.
Well, I mean, but two. I mean, he just needed 2 films.
He kind of ended it.
Well, I mean,
He finished the
Halloween
story.
2 and 1. His is a complete little.
Was he kind of doing a Halloween 1 and 2? Like there was 2 originals.
He was just re-envisioning
Yeah,
it.
and then there was like 7 years till the next one. I haven't watched all these. I don't think. I for sure haven't seen Halloween 3 because I've never seen a Halloween movie that didn't have Michael Myers in it. That's for sure.
Right.
What was that one we watched that was? Remember where he was a little fat kid? Was that Jason?
Oh, that was Rob Zombies, right?
The second one? No, it was like a standalone where he was a kid and he didn't talk. Y'all
Yeah,
remember that
that's-
movie we watched?
That was Rob Zombie.
No, that was Leatherface.
Yeah, that was
I'm thinking of that
Leatherface.
Leatherface movie, which is another character that's kind of like them. Like,
Yeah.
put a mask
Get-
on, pick up a weapon, dude, and chase people.
Get that bitch leather.
Leather.
Oh. Yeah.
But that's the order, dude. We're doing Halloween.
I'm cool with it.
We're doing Halloween in
mean-
October. What are we calling it?
I
can't.
mean
think of
Halloween
anything
for
catchy.
Halloween,
Yeah,
you know?
Halloween.
We did the Texas Chainsaw
Yeah, we did the
Massacre.
whole Texas Chainsaw thing.
We're doing Halloween, so who knows what next year's got in store, you know?
Did we do that around Halloween last time?
I think
I
so.
think we did. I don't know.
So
Yeah, next week. Halloween 1978. I'm going to try to watch a Blu-ray copy.
same. It's been a while since I've
It's
seen them.
been a while. But yeah. What's this video you dropped in here?
Who?
It popped up in my feed recently, the 10 terrifying horror movies.
Oh, well, Midsummer's set during the day.
The whole
Like,
movie's daytime.
yeah, so this is a top 10 list,
Okay.
and Midsummer's on there, and there's some
I'm going to check it out.
interesting. There's some interesting foreign horror films
I figured
that
they'd
might
be
be
foreign.
worth. Yeah, that
Did
might
they?
be
There's
worth.
this one movie where they're like in this restaurant the whole time, and all this shit's going down outside. Was it in there?
Maybe.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's it. Right? Are we done?
that's That's all she wrote, fellers.
I mean, is there
Enjoy the
any-
debate.
not, is there anything we can say Michael Myers related?
Nah, he don't talk.
Oh,
Watch your fucking mask and wear it.
yeah, he wears a mask.
Yeah,
He was ahead
but
of
he
this
has,
shit since '78, dude.
but he's got a mouth hole though.
Does he?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him put his tongue through it. Go, you know, little.
Myers thinks there's something up.
Let me ask y'all this: the way he walks and the way he carries his stuff, do you think Michael Myers is toting a Hogan?
Oh yeah.
He's toting a Hogan, right?
Oh yeah.
Big dick energy.
I think he's more concerned with planting that knife in between your
He
eyes.
is,
than
but I just
fucking,
feel like, well, that's where he gets off, man.
Yeah.
It's his